Welcome into Let's Be Honest. I'm your host, Kristen Cavallari, and Justin Anderson is back with us.
I'm here, and I figured out my microphone.
Finally, almost a year in, we were figuring out the audio. Well, cheers. We both have espresso shots.
Cheers.
I'm a little tired. I just got back from Stagecoach, which I'll tell you guys about. And Justin why did you want an espresso at 1 o'clock in the afternoon?
Oh, because I didn't sleep at all last night.
Why?
I actually want to tell you this story.
What happened?
Okay, so you know how Scoot's out of town right now?
Yeah.
So Scoot went up to Ohio, and I stayed in town, and this is fucking wild, bro. I waited to tell you on podcast.
Fuck, I think our trainer told me this morning.
Oh, really?
But tell me.
Oh, no.
I know. Damn it, Kevin.
We talk about everything all day long. This is like the one thing I tried to save to talk about on the podcast. Okay, so is it about my backyard?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
No, but say it because it's a crazy story.
Okay, so you guys, for like the past few months, like Scoot and I will be laying in bed at night, and we have this like massive window in our bedroom that goes out to our backyard, and we'll be laying in bed at night, and like all of a sudden our lights will come on, the motion lights, right? So they'll come on, and maybe it's like a possum or an animal, whatever. And so it was going off like multiple nights in a row, whatever. And then all of a sudden that stopped, and then we'd be laying in bed, and out of nowhere, our dog Kevin would jump up and just start barking at the window, but the light didn't come on.
My God.
So we're not thinking anything of it, and we're like yelling at Kevin, we're like, what is going on? There's nothing out there, like stop, whatever. Didn't think anything of it, whatever. Recently, like last week, we had these people come in and cut down all these trees in our backyard, and our yard goes back far, and then there's like, it's kind of like forest, like it just goes back far, like it's not even a neighbor's yard back there beyond our property, and we never go back there. So they came back to cut the trees back in that back area. There's one big tree that's straight back from our big window to our bedroom, straight back. And it's just beyond where the motion detectors sense, right? So this tree is just beyond where it catches the sensor. And like the cameras, we have cameras all around our house. Our house is actually so safe. We have
Fort Knox.
We have two security companies. Like, so if one goes down, the other one is up.
Oh my God.
So the cameras don't point in that area, and they don't go back that far. So when they cut down the trees, the guy came to us and he's like, is this yours? He's like, I found this behind that big tree. It was a pair of little binoculars.
Hell no.
That somebody had left there.
No.
And here's the thing. Our whole property is gated in. Like, we got a gate put around our whole property. So far back, the gate is there, but a person could jump over it.
Okay, so I was going to say, so the binoculars were past the gate on your property.
We're in our property.
Yeah.
So meaning it's not like one of the kid neighbors could be walking. No one can walk through our yard.
Oh my God,
So
Justin.
right beyond that tree, there were little binoculars that were like left there. Like maybe somebody got scared and they jumped up and left the binoculars there.
Oh my God.
And the view is straight into our bedroom.
Do you guys, and you don't close your fucking shades.
We don't close our shades.
This is why I've told you.
Yeah, because you sleep in like blackout.
Yeah,
and I
but
like to wake up to the sun. Like I want the sun to come in, and I wake up really, really early. And so we don't close the shades. I mean, we have like those roll down blinds that are see-through, but then we have the big drapes, but we don't shut the big drapes.
So
you can see right into our bedroom.
Justin, this is insane. This is insane to me. You guys 100% had a peeping Tom.
So I was telling Kevin about it, and Kevin was like, what is that though? Like, what are they looking for? And here's the thing. It's like, if we were a man and a woman, like, yeah, they'd be like, what are they looking at? So I have no idea who it is. Like, whoever it is, they had to jump over the fence, and they were doing it. And that's why it was happening. So, okay, last night, Scoot wasn't home. I went to bed. Like, I wasn't even thinking about it last night. Here's the thing. I don't get scared, thank God. Like, I don't get scared.
Did you close your drapes last night?
No.
I mean, I don't know what else to tell you.
I was like putting on a show on the bed.
Doing a little strip
look
dance.
at me.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't even think about it last night. I go to bed alone. 3 o'clock in the morning, I went out to get my little snack.
As you do.
I come back to our bedroom, and the freaking motion light is on.
Justin, that just made me, like, my whole body just got chills.
The motion light was on at 3 a.m. Like, that motherfucker was coming close to the room.
Justin.
It's got to be an animal last night. No.
Can we set up traps outside and get deer cam?
So our trainer, Kevin, who's a hunter, was like, you have to use my deer cams because to
They're
set it up.
Great
but
quality.
Wait, what if the person's listening?
We should do it right now before this airs.
That's a good idea.
Like, I'm not kidding. And then we can do a follow-up and we can let everyone know if we caught the guy or not. But those deer cams, the quality is really good. Like, you will be able to see
well, and
who
it
this
senses
is.
anything and starts taking,
Yeah.
and they won't even
even
know
if it's
that,
a small animal and they have no idea.
there.
It's silent and they won't even see it.
But what do you think, like, what are they looking for? If they're trying to stake out our house, first of all, our house is on lockdown and our house is never empty, just so you know, if you're listening. Even when we go out of town, somebody stays at our house with our dogs.
I don't like that.
Like, our house is never empty. Like, even when I'm, like, right now I'm not there, Coco's there. Like, someone's always at our house, and our alarm system is crazy. But I'm like, what are they looking at? Like, creepers watching two gay men?
It's honestly, it freaks me the fuck out. I don't like that. I also don't like that. Like, let's just say last night he was actually out there at 3 a.m. It's almost like he knows your pattern of when you get up to go get a snack, and I don't like that. Right? Like,
ew, that just gave me
like,
chills.
why is he there at when you happen to be up at 3 a.m.? I don't like that. Can you guys move? We're moving. Come out by me.
Well, and that literally, we put up the gate because, like, so the funny thing about Tennessee is, like, people don't have gates around their whole property a lot here. So when we moved into our house, we did have a weird situation happen when we first moved in, like a really weird situation. So I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. So I put a gate around our whole property, like gated it in. And all of our neighbors were like, you guys are drama.
You guys were literally the only people in that neighborhood with a gate.
In our neighborhood with like a full on gate, like a
So
whole
great.
system, right?
Yeah.
And, but this is why. And now
You guys should move out by me. I honestly, the safest I've ever felt is like out past Franklin, Tennessee.
Well, and now they're saying, because I live, for anyone listening, like, I'm closer to Nashville.
Yeah.
Like, Kristen's like 30 minutes out from me. And it's so funny because I wanted to live out here, and our freaking realtor was like, no, you have to live closer to town. We never go downtown.
I know.
Every errand that I run is out here. Like,
I
I go
know.
work out here. I go to hot yoga out here, whatever.
I know.
But yeah,
that freaks me the fuck out.
I'm not scared for me. Even last night, like, I was like laughing in bed to myself. I'm like, fucking try me. Like, come in. First of all, someone would be so annoyed if they tried to come in and deal with me. I'd be like, can we do this in the morning? Like, no one's upstairs. Go take a nap. Like, this is weird. Like, I'm not doing this in the middle of the night. But I worry about like Scoot or like our dogs.
That scares me. So I don't like creepy people like that. You know, I had to get a restraining order against someone in Chicago. Have I told you this story?
What?
So, okay, I made the mistake. This is when I was living in Lake Forest, Illinois. So the northern suburbs of Chicago.
That's rich, honey, rich.
It's rich. And so I did an interview. I don't even remember what interview, but I said that I worked out at the Equinox in Highland Park, which, like, this, by the way, is why you can't give the public information like this, because people are crazy. So this guy, I did Pilates there. I did one-on-one private Pilates session. So this guy would drive up from the city, which was like 45 minutes, to take Pilates from my same instructor. And she would be like, this guy's asking a lot of questions about you. Like, he wanted to know if he could pay you to go to a party. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, weird, right? So, like, I would be doing my sessions, and it was an enclosed glass, like, little studio in Equinox. And he would just like be wandering around, like looking in. So this one particular time, he was in a suit wandering around. And so when my session ended, my Pilates instructor was like, go this way. So I went the other way. I went in the bathroom upstairs to like stall and take time. So I'm like, okay, perfect. I ditched this guy. So I go downstairs, I'm walking out, and he's standing at the entrance on his phone. And I'm like, God damn it. So I get in my car, he follows me out, he gets in the car next to me, and I'm like, oh, so this guy is following me now, leaves the same time as me. So I pull out, and I'm at the stoplight, and he pulls up next to me, and he goes, roll your window down. And I was like, what?
I remember this story. Oh my
and he
God.
goes, you have a flat tire.
Ew.
And I go, what? Then my flat tire thing went on. So he knew I had a flat tire before my car knew I had a flat tire. So I go, I'm good, thanks. I pull around, there's like a bank right there, and he is going back and forth. Long story short, so I call my ex-husband, who called a private investigator who worked for the Bears. It was like a whole thing. And they end up going to his house, and he admitted to giving me a flat tire and everything. He was married with kids, begged not to file a restraining order. I was like, no, fuck you. You were like stalking me at my gym, and you gave me a flat tire to what? Save the day?
Whoa.
Yeah, I'll never forget that guy's name.
Story.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
So people are nuts.
Wait, but then his wife would have to know.
Yeah. Could you imagine the cops have to tell you that your husband / I was fucking 26 at the time?
Wow.
Slashed a 26-year-old's tires at the gym in the middle of the day? You psycho fuck. So people are crazy, man. You have to be careful.
Where my head's going right now is like, and I guess you can never understand people who, like, because that's like a crazy person, so you can never understand. But like, what do they want to do? I guess what you said, save the day, and be the
like, hero.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
Or do you want to do something weird to you?
See, and that, yeah, and I'll never know. People are nutty.
That is so scary.
I know. So how do we rebound? All right, guys, let's talk about SKIMS. Everyone knows that finding the perfect t-shirt can be such a challenge. I've always had problems, whether it was with the fit or the quality. Luckily, the perfect t-shirt does exist, and you can find it at SKIMS. From cropped silhouettes to long sleeve layering tees, there's a style for everyone. You guys know I've been wearing SKIMS for about a year now, and I recently just tried another one of their t-shirts. It's the best fitting tee I've ever freaking worn. SKIMS makes the best basics and foundations. SKIMS soft smoothing t-shirt is the most flattering t-shirt I've ever worn. I used to think that throwing on a t-shirt was more for casual wear, but this fabric is so smooth that I can wear it while running errands, or I can even dress it up for a night out. I wore it to dinner recently with a blazer and my favorite jeans. Mwah, chef's kiss. I recently got the cotton jersey t-shirt in bone, which is just kind of an off-white. I also have the soft smoothing seamless t-shirt in onyx, which is their black. And I just love the neutral basics because you can wear them with anything. And again, my favorite part of these t-shirts is that you can dress them up as well. That is always really hard to find. So you guys can shop the SKIMS T-shirt shop at skims.com. They're now available in sizes extra, extra small to 4X. And if you haven't yet, be sure to let them know that I sent you. So after you place your order, select podcast in the survey and select my show, Let's Be Honest, in the drop-down menu that follows. Here's a brand that everybody knows. It's Facebook. On Facebook, I don't just scroll mindlessly. I actually further my interest by going beyond the scroll and actually acting on what I've learned. So I want to show you guys that if you interact with the people and products on Facebook, you can further your interest beyond the scroll and into real life. So for example, I love cooking. You guys know that. So I've found a Facebook group where we all share recipes. Recently, we all shared a chicken piccata recipe, which was awesome. So we all made it and then we loved it. So this idea is called social discovery. So you guys can also discover whatever you love. You can find groups, whether it be knitting, book clubs, cooking, fashion, all the things that you could possibly imagine. Facebook has it all. One of the things I love about Facebook is that we know there are real people behind this content. I've seen so many chefs, some well-known that I already knew. I've also discovered new chefs that I just find really inspiring. I've learned a lot from them, and I've also just gotten some really great recipes. I love creating reels, especially for cooking videos. I always think that people love them. And so Facebook is a great place that you can also share those. It's also another great way to discover more chefs or, again, whatever interests you have. I also love the Facebook groups. Selena from the One Pot and One Pan Recipes group took me to a great arroz con pollo one pot recipe. You never know where it will take you. So guys, tap into the people on Facebook to fuel the things you're interested in. Let's talk about something better. Stagecoach.
You just went to Stagecoach, and I was so jealous.
Well,
I was going to go with you.
I invited you. It was fun. It was my first Stagecoach. It reminded me of Coachella in 2007, that era, where like, I feel like Coachella now is it's all about like the influencers. It's so much of a scene, right? No one's there for the actual music. It's there just to like go. It's like a party. Where back in the day, it was a lot more chill. You're there for the music. You're there just like be with your friends and have fun. And Stagecoach to me was that, where it's just way more chill. And it was just fun. I think because
so funny, my whole social media feed was Stagecoach, and it wasn't as much. It's probably because of the age that I'm at.
Oh yeah.
Because I wasn't seeing any Coachella. Like it was like I had to look for Coachella, but Stagecoach, everyone. I follow a ton of people who are at Stagecoach, and it just looked like the best time ever.
Everyone, like my experience of it was everyone was so nice, so kind, in the best mood.
Drugs.
Probably a lot of drugs and a lot of alcohol.
Do people do that there, or is that more Coachella?
I think
people are smoking
I'm
weed
sure.
there
I saw.
and,
I got offered mushrooms. I actually did not eat any.
wow.
which I'm not, listen, I love a little shroomy shroom, but I didn't eat any. But I don't know, like everyone was just really happy. And you know what? It actually gave me so much faith in society because I've been kind of down lately of like social media. I don't know. I just think like social media has gotten so gross. So I haven't really been on it a whole lot. But like being at Stagecoach and meeting people and just seeing how fucking cool and nice and normal people are, I was like, wow, I have faith in humanity again.
Oh, I love that.
I know. People were awesome.
I love that it takes like a music festival for you to feel that, but I feel like it is. Everyone's there for the right reasons. They're having a good time. That's why I loved Coachella so much. I would go, even the craziness of Coachella, and there's so much about the celebrities and taking pictures and all that. The general vibe of the place is just so fun. Like everyone's hugging.
Yeah.
You meet so many people.
Yes.
Where do you ever go, like in Nashville, if you just go out on the weekend, do people come up and like introduce themselves and they really want to like have fun and get to know each other?
Broadway can be like that with enough drinks.
Yeah, but even Broadway, I feel like it's still kind of cliquey in my opinion.
Oh God, I think it can be like that.
I don't think I've done Broadway the right way as much.
Yeah, I think Broadway can be like that.
Okay, let's go this weekend.
Fine. All right, fine, we'll go. But yeah, I don't know. It made me, I like came home really energized from it, just being like, also I'm a festival girl, man.
I'm such a festival girl.
Give me a theme. I want a theme and I want to listen to music and just dance and be a free bird.
I want to be somewhere where people don't have any responsibility. That's why I love vacation so much.
Yeah.
I love being on vacation because everyone's on the same mindset. But like at a festival, it's like no one's thinking about work the next day. Nobody has to like meet their parents for brunch in the morning.
Right.
So it's like everyone's just in that let's have the best time ever. And very rarely as we get older do we get to be in those situations.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why like I'm gonna go to Stagecoach next year, and we should make that our thing where we like go all the time.
Yeah.
But with Stagecoach, so it's country music. Coachella, you have great music, but you can go into areas where you like dance really hard. Are people dancing?
Yes. Also, Stagecoach had
like hoedown or
Stagecoach.
No.
Also, Post Malone was there and he sang all country covers, which was really cool. Wiz Khalifa in like a different tent was fucking amazing. Jelly Roll sang like all these throwback songs. I felt like I was at the club in LA when I was 21.
Oh,
like,
my
and Diplo had a tent. Like, it was so much fun. So it's country music, but there's also like, it's not just country. Like, I don't even know like real country music that much. And it wasn't like that at all.
Well, I was looking over the list and I was like dying. I mean, Diplo, Jelly Roll, Post Malone.
Yeah, like
there
really
were other
good
people there that I was like.
Jelly Roll was my favorite, and Wiz Khalifa.
Really?
Yeah, they were incredible.
Did you see a lot of people that you knew there?
I did. I saw.
Like, is it a lot of? Does it feel like LA?
It felt like LA. Like, I really felt like I was at the club when I was 20 years old. Yeah. But in a good way.
There?
Not a ton. I mean, yes, obviously, like everyone who performed. Like I was hanging out with Camille Caustic.
Oh, I love her.
I fucking love Camille.
Is she fun? Have you ever hung out with her before in person?
So it's funny because we've talked a lot, but we've never actually met. And she came right up to me, and she's one of the coolest girls I've ever met.
I meant to ask about that because you posted a picture of you and her together, and I love her on social media. I think she's hot.
She's awesome.
And I love her husband.
Yeah, Rob. You know, he FaceTimed my boys at one of my parties last year. Bobo FaceTimed him for the boys, and like
his name's Gronk, right?
Yeah, and Camden still talks about it.
I love him. I love that kind of like doofusy like athlete guy. Like
you do. That is so.
That's so my type because he seems like he doesn't take himself seriously, and like, but then he's like weirdly hot. I love him.
Yeah, no,
and then she's hot. They're so cute.
They're so cute. She really is beautiful, and she's cool as shit too.
Is she a model?
Yeah, she was a Sports Illustrated model.
Like a real model, not an Instagram model.
No. Well,
she was a career.
She was a Patriots cheerleader. That's how they met.
Oh my God, I love a cheerleader. That's why I love her so much. I can feel that energy. Oh, I love her. Can she come hang out with us?
Yeah, yes. They come to Nashville a lot. So
what city do they live in?
Oh God, are they in? I think they're in Florida. I don't know. No, I think he's retired now. Oh. Anywho, but yeah, it was fun. So I'm gonna make you come next year. It was a good time.
Who really stood out to you performance-wise? Post Malone.
Post Malone was great. Well, Jelly Roll and Wiz Khalifa were the most fun, I would say. But Post Malone doing all country covers was very cool because he has a country album coming out.
So were there any country people there?
Like,
you didn't name anyone who's from country. Well, Jelly Roll.
Well, everyone who performed was there. Oh. I mean, you know.
Well, Diplo, Post Malone, they're not country to me.
Right. So Jelly Roll, Eric Church. I mean, you want me to name the lineup?
Well,
Meg Maroney.
I listen to more country than you do, actually. I'm like, you go to any of the country performances?
I don't know. Also, I went every day at like 5:30.
You weren't front row for Carrie Underwood?
No, she didn't perform.
Yes, she did.
No, she didn't. God damn it, Justin. Miranda Lambert did. No, Carrie wasn't there this year.
No, she brought out Axl Rose.
Not at Stagecoach. Maybe
You're
at
wrong.
maybe at a concert.
No,
maybe
you're
at
wrong.
her. Look it up.
Okay, wait.
She's not.
There's no way I'm wrong about this.
God, I'll bet you $5,000.
By the way, Carrie was her neighbor. It's not like she'd get so excited to see Carrie, but I would. I'd run over there. That's also why it'd be weird if you and I were there together. I'm like, we have to be front row for Carrie.
We would go to all different shows. She wasn't there.
And are people staying out late there?
Well, it's funny because the first 2 nights we would leave early to avoid all the traffic, which was the best thing we ever freaking did. But then the last night, Wiz Khalifa was like the late night performance, and we were one of the last people to leave. We were walking out of the festival, and it was completely empty, just fucking cups everywhere.
That is so you.
And we were like, I was like, oh my God, how are we the last people? It took us an hour to get a car out of there, and we had a driver. Because the traffic was so bad that I was like...
Even though you were still like with the last ones out?
Yeah.
Because they were all...
Everyone was outside getting their cars.
Oh.
So because the traffic and they had all these streets closed off, it took us an hour to leave.
See, that's the thing that I think about so much with those like, it gives me so much anxiety thinking about getting out of that place.
Well, the first 2 nights, we literally... Because we left halfway through the last show and we got out of there in 2 seconds.
Like the VIP pickup?
Yeah.
Like you have a car waiting for you there?
Yeah.
Because I've always... Like Coachella, even if you have that VIP pickup... It was so hard to get. Like, I just hate stuff like that.
Well, the best was Coachella one year. We got a house close enough that we had a golf cart. We got pulled over in the golf cart by the cops driving home. And the driver was on acid. I've never done acid, you guys. I've always way too scared.
I've never been around someone on acid.
Yeah. He got pulled over on acid. And we all were freaking out. Like, we were all having fun, right? But I was like, we're all fucked. Next thing you know, we're taking pictures with the cops. We're like, yeah.
He let you off?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's pretty chill.
I said some of my favorite memories.
Carrie, she did perform at Stagecoach.
In what year, Justin?
2022.
Told you, you fucking idiot. God.
Then why were they recycling those clips? I was like watching them, I'm like, she looks great.
That's so funny. Oh, God. Morgan Wallen performed and Post Malone came out with him and they did their new song that I love.
Did you see Morgan?
And yeah.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
You texting me? Hey.
I went and stopped by the trailer. Hey, buddy, I want to introduce you to my new boyfriend.
Don't throw a chair at me.
I'm sorry. So that was Stagecoach. It was really fun, and I'm gonna make
And the
you
group,
come.
everyone got along.
Yeah, it was really great. So a lot of my friends were there. Mark and I went with my high school friend Brittany and her boyfriend, and then Mark had a bunch of friends there too. So we could just kind of like meshed the friend groups, and it was great.
And he gets along with everyone really well.
Yeah, he's so easy.
Oh, it's heaven.
Easy
for you.
breezy.
That's so good.
Yeah, it's good.
Not to go into it too much.
Not
to try to pry.
Not that we want to talk about that. All right, guys, let's talk about one of my absolute favorite brands, and you know and love it. Also, it is LMNT. Healthy hydration isn't just about drinking water. It's about water and electrolytes, which makes sense. You lose both water and sodium when you sweat. Both need to be replaced to prevent muscle cramps, headaches, and energy dips that result from dehydration, which is less common, and low electrolytes, which is more common. Most people only replace the water. Why? Well, because since the 1940s, we've been told to drink 8 glasses of water per day, thirsty or not. Drinking beyond thirst isn't a good idea. Thirst is the way our bodies regulate blood volume and fluid balance. When you need more fluids, you get thirsty. And when you drink plain water beyond thirst, it dilutes blood electrolyte levels. Enter LMNT. The evidence suggests that we should shoot for 4,000 to 6,000 milligrams of sodium, 3,500 to 5,000 milligrams potassium, and 400 to 600 milligrams of magnesium per day from diet and supplements. LMNT has your electrolyte needs covered with 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. You guys will also find a flavor that you're guaranteed to love. My personal favorite is grapefruit. I actually have a subscription, so I get a box every month that always lasts me the perfect amount of time because I power through these babies. I have at least one a day, sometimes 2. I also love citrus salt. They have raspberry salt. You can get spicy with mango chili, or they even have chocolate salt, which is really good in morning coffee for a mean mocha. You guys can get your free sample pack with any drink mix purchase at drinkelement.com/honest. And if you're an LMNT insider, you have first access to LMNT Sparkling, a bold 16-ounce can of sparkling electrolyte water. Yum. Let's chat about clothing brand Lulu's. If you guys don't know, they are feminine, playful, approachable, and reliable. Lulu's has amazing value and quality for the price. There's no occasion Lulu's can't handle. There's an outfit for all of life's moments. Lulu's has dresses and outfits that you'll remember with the friends you'll never forget. I feel like right now there's so much going on. You know, I have 5th grade graduation coming up. There's lots of brunches. There's tons of birthdays, date nights. I just had girls' night. You know, there's so many fun things happening. And, you know, we need outfits for all of these things. It's nice when you can find a dress or a nice romper that you can wear to all different occasions. And that's why I love Lulu's so much, for their versatility. And they just have really great spring and summer light feminine options. Another thing that I love so much about this time of year with all of the events happening is there's always an emotional connection to these things, like graduation or I have a baby shower coming up, you know, all of these things that we're going to remember forever. And I love how a dress or a particular outfit can take you back to those moments in time. And I love pulling those dresses out years later, and it brings back all of the memories that you had in it. And that's again why I love Lulu's so much, because they have the perfect outfits for all of these different occasions. All right, guys, you're going to want to visit lulus.com and use code HONEST at checkout for 20% off your first purchase. That's LULUS.com and use code HONEST for 20% off your first order. New customers only. Terms apply. So, you know, like in a new relationship, it's like, well, I don't know if it's like this with gay guys, but this is a real thing with girls of like when you start like pooping around your boyfriend. You know?
Oh my God, I have such an opinion about this. Okay, keep going.
So like I thought, you know, okay, I've had 3 kids. Like after you have kids, like that
You're
shit.
very open about this, though. We've had this conversation.
Not in a
multiple
relationship.
times. You used to be, because
with my ex-husband after I had 3 kids.
Okay, well, that's what you said to me before, because we tried to have this conversation years ago.
Yeah.
And I remember you saying, like, Justin, when you have 3 kids together, you like everything goes out the window. I'm like, okay, calm down, but I probably wouldn't. Scoot and I are 10 years in, and we never are around each other for that.
So how do you do that
When
though?
we travel, okay, so
Yeah.
this sounds bougie, but we will try to get a hotel that has
With
2
2,
bathrooms.
yeah.
Or when we travel and there is 1 bathroom, we have a whole system. Like I go to the gym in the morning, and we don't even talk about it. It's not like we say like, I'm going to go downstairs so you can take a poop.
Yeah.
But like I go work out really early, and he like knows that's his time. Then I come up from the gym, and then he's like, I'm going to go get a coffee. So we kind of have like this dance that we do.
Wow.
But we are 10 years in. I've never smelt that smell. That for me, I'm such a smell person that like I do not want to walk into a bathroom and be like, ooh, somebody did a little poop in here. Like, I don't ever want to smell your poop. Like at all. Like I don't want to walk into the bathroom after you.
I don't poop actually.
Yeah, you're way too pretty to poop. I don't either actually.
This is like a real thing though. So we've been dating for 3 months, and I still am like, I don't want to go around him. So like Stagecoach, we were in a house, so like we would all be out by the pool. So like I'd go in, or like he'd go in. Like we like same kind of thing. It was like a dance. And like
gosh.
it's when we're at my house, it's fine because I've got multiple bathrooms, and like, but like I will not poop at his townhouse
Never.
ever.
I'm so glad that you're saying this, because I was nervous about it, because when we talked about it years ago and you were like, Justin, and
You thought I'm like just like farting.
yeah,
in
I
front of
thought
him
you were
and-
just like that. You were like free spirit with that. And I was like, girl, it's not cute. Like you don't like, you never want to. I also remember, this is so weird, but I remember as a kid, like, this is so gross, but like I would like smell my parents' poop, and then it's
Yeah.
like you kind of like you associate
gross.
that smell with a person.
Yeah.
Like this is right now. I could think about what my mom's bathroom would smell like if I walked into the bathroom as a little kid. I'd be like, Mom, ew. But you remember that. Like I don't ever want someone to associate any sort of smell like that. So it is a real thing, but I think that there's ways around it, and I do think it's smart to kind of keep that stuff private. When people talk about being in a relationship and like on the toilet while they're talking to their husband, I'm like, you guys. I get it that people are so close, and people are gonna get mad about this because people.
Well, that's how I used to be.
They love it. Like people will like take a poop and talk to their partner.
I know,
or whatever.
I know.
For me, like I just don't want to. I don't want that to be
Something should be a mystery. I agree with you. Because also, like, I want you to think I'm hot and sexy and all the things, and not associate me with pooping.
Oh my gosh, it's so gross.
Also, it took me a couple years to like be. Well, it took me having kids with my ex-husband to be comfortable, and also him like pushing that, being like, "Oh, you're not comfortable around me," and to do that, and I'd be like, "Oh my god, like I don't want to do that."
That's always weird to me too when a partner like wants you to do it. Like they think that's closer. Like I'm so glad that Scoot and I are on the same page with that. Like we're both like, no, that's like our thing. We don't, you know, like whatever. Like we don't even talk about poop with each other. You know,
that is so funny to me.
But we're so connected on so many levels. But with that, like to me, that's just like no, I don't want to do that with you.
See, I almost am like, men do that. Like I wouldn't care if like Mark was farting in front of me. Like I don't know. I guess like.
But Kristen, if all of a sudden let's say you're 3 years in and like you're running into some issues, like
and then he was farting,
then it's totally different.
No,
I think
you're
it's
right.
cute at the beginning when it's like he's so hot and he farted, like it's cute or whatever. But all of a sudden when you're years in with this partner and then all of a sudden like they're farting on the couch.
Yeah,
next
you're like,
to you,
ew, you're disgusting.
Yeah, like you're watching like football and they're just farting, drinking a beer and fart. Like that's like I find that to be so disrespectful.
Like I could never fart in front of a guy. Like in my entire life, I maybe have 3 times.
Okay, want to know a little trick that girls out there listening, you guys should know. So let's say you're in a hotel room with a partner and you have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem.
You go into the bathroom and like you know you have to poop.
Well, I would turn the shower on.
Yeah,
I would do it before you go shower.
But then listen to this. You know how sometimes you go to do a poop and you don't know if there's going to be a fart, right? Like you're going to push out a poop, but you don't know if there's going to be a fart.
Yeah.
You take a little wad of toilet paper and you press it against your butthole. And then you push because then it muffles the sound. Like if a little fart comes out, it goes into the tissue really quick.
Instead of the toilet where it like
And then when you go to the bathroom, really quickly flush the toilet. You don't want it to linger and the smell comes out. So you poop the minute you hear the plop, you flush the toilet really quick.
Okay.
But the toilet paper against your butthole to muffle the fart sound. Because that's like mortifying. If it's like your first time on a vacation with a guy and you're in the bathroom, it's like
I would never come out of the bathroom.
Have I ever told you the story about like the first time I went to a high school party and it was like we went with all these older friends who were really, really cool. And I was drinking beer and it was when I first started drinking and beer makes me poop sometimes. So like I went to the bathroom. I went upstairs into the bathroom at this like party where I was trying to be so cool with the older people. And I went to the bathroom. I'm like, I'm just going to push it out really quick. So I went to an upstairs bathroom. No one was around. Went to the bathroom and then I went to flush the toilet. It wouldn't flush.
Oh no.
And then so I'm like trying to figure something out or whatever. And then all of a sudden people are knocking. Like then there was a line outside. I took the toothpaste cup or whatever, scooped it out and tossed it out the window. No! And then when I went downstairs and went back to party, there were people like over in that area being like, what the fuck is that smell? And I was like, oh my God, ew, what is that? Oh my God. Like the worst thing in the world. But at that age when you like want to impress everyone too, and I'm like, I'm not going to be the one that pooped at a high school party. The other day I was in yoga and this woman next to me farted. I think I told you this story. She farted next to me in yoga and it was like one of those things where I could feel her embarrassment. And I wanted to like, I always say like, why don't you say bless you when somebody farts? You should just be like, bless you. Like it's cute. We all fart, but like she was mortified. Aww. And I wanted to make her feel better because I think it's funny when you hear a fart out in public. If you don't know the person, it's just kind of like we should all just laugh. Like we all do it, or just say bless you. But
that is actually the bless you is really funny.
And we're just like bless you,
thank you.
You should let them out though. I read this thing recently that was saying you have to let your farts out.
So that's the thing. You can really fuck up your stomach by holding in farts and poop. And so like as the health nut, I'm like, this is bad for me. I shouldn't do this.
Well, I feel like I fart a lot and I just let them out. But they don't smell.
Just when Scoot's not
around.
They
don't smell because I swear it's how also your diet.
Yeah,
I think
agree.
if you're eating like like when you're hungover and you eat crappy food, like it's gnarly.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're eating pretty healthy, and it's probably if you're keeping them in, and then they this is so gross.
I know.
We're way too cute for this. We are way too cute for this conversation.
I'm like Mark, you can't listen to this episode. Yeah, the traveling thing is real life, or like if they live in an apartment or a townhouse. Like and it's like Mark lives with 2 other guys. Like I am never gonna poop in that house. Ever.
No. But you can kind of like know your schedule.
Yeah, that's the
like
thing.
When to leave or whatever.
Yeah, in the morning I'm all bite. Gotta go.
I'm very regular. We can cut this part out, but how much do you poop?
Sometimes twice a day.
I'm not kidding, like 4 times a day.
I wonder if
it's probably how much you eat because I eat a lot.
Yeah. Well, and I think it just says how healthy you are.
Yeah, mine everything goes through me so fast. Yeah.
That's good. Oh my God, you're so lucky.
Wait, but then what about morning breath?
I know. It's just one of those things. It's like.
But so what is your routine? You wake up in the morning with a new guy that you're dating. You maybe want to kiss him in the morning.
Fucking cuddle. He cuddles me all night, by the way.
Oh, that's my favorite.
He's the only guy where I've actually usually I'm like, get off of me and go to your
side.
I
love this so much.
I know. He's the only guy.
You're really, really softening up because you aren't a very touchable person.
No, I'm not.
You don't like being like, I swear that like I've gotten you better at hugging.
I know.
Because I want to hold you all the time. Like when we fly together and we sit by each other, I want to hold your hand. Like I literally want to hold your hand. every time I see her, like I hug her like I haven't seen her in
I'm
like
like,
5 years. Like I love hugging more than anything.
Yeah,
but you've never really been a super like huggy person, and I
No.
swear you're becoming way more soft about
Yeah,
it.
like he like holds me all night, and I like it.
You really trust him. Like when you
Yeah.
really trust someone's intentions, you feel really comfortable with them.
Totally.
Like,
Yeah.
and also, you know how healthy hugs are, right?
No, and by the way, like I am very no, I am affectionate with my kids, but maybe I was gonna say I'm very affectionate with them. I don't actually think I'm very affectionate with them. I think I'm affectionate, but I think I could be more.
Really, with your kids?
Yeah, now that I'm like saying it out loud. I think when they were younger, it was
You
easier.
should hug them a lot. I think
Well,
that's.
the issue is like they're older now, and there's so many moving parts. It's like, you
But
know.
you have all your one-on-one times with each of them. I'm sure you guys
Every
are kinda
morning when they
cuddly.
come down the stairs too, I give everyone a hug, you know?
I grew up
and at
in the
night
most
I lay down with
cuddly
them.
household in the world.
That is good.
It really is like what you were raised with. I also think, I mean, I could go so deep on this, but like you're so hot that like probably when people touch you, you want to know what their intentions are.
Okay, Justin, there's actually so much truth to that.
No, and also you've
I've
been
always
pretty your
like,
whole life too. People probably wanted to like touch you.
Well, male affection has always been a very weird thing
I
for me.
believe it.
I've always been like closed off, and like I feel like people just want me for my body,
I believe it.
which like that's a whole other podcast.
Where I've like
Commercial break.
I've like never been that attractive. So I'm always like, touch me, hold me. Since I was a kid, I've been the most. My mom will tell these stories. It's so funny actually, because I would cuddle when I was a kid with strangers.
Oh.
So my parents were both. We'd be on the beach all the time because both my parents surfed, and my parents would be out in the water, and my mom would come back. I'd be laying on a towel with like an older woman just holding.
No!
And my mom's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, is he bothering you?" She's like, "No, he just was like he
No.
was cuddling." My mom one time,
Justin.
we were at like a pool at a hotel,
Oh my
and my mom
God.
looked over, and I was on this one woman's back, like holding on to her, just like going around the pool. Like my whole life, I've loved like being really
Oh
touchy
my
and
God.
affectionate. Like I live for
That
it.
makes sense to me. That's really funny.
I like love it. I love touchy people.
Wait, so but back to the morning breath thing. So my point is like we're just like entwined, and we start to just like kiss, and it's just like I hope that my breath doesn't smell. I don't know.
No, you've got to have those tricks with that.
Well,
you've got to roll over really quick.
I try
and
to drink water.
Yeah, you do water really quick.
Yeah.
I always did this thing. I still do it.
Oh, I should put peppermint drops in water.
Yes.
That's fucking
Whoa,
genius. That's genius.
Because I'll run to the bathroom like I'm going to the bathroom, and I just like squirt toothpaste in my mouth and swish it and spit it out.
Yummy.
It's almost like a mouthwash.
No,
but
yeah,
really
yeah,
quick.
yeah.
I'm so weird about breath, though.
I know you are, because like to
I'm
me,
really weird
like
about
if I really like someone, it doesn't like Mark, for example. If his breath smelled in the morning, I wouldn't be like, ew, oh my god. I'd be
Really?
like, no, I probably
okay,
not.
so then also
Yeah.
that goes back to the poop conversation. Like maybe like
Yeah.
you're more mature than I am, or like you can look beyond. For me, smells are such a thing.
I know.
Well, and with Scoot, that's also probably one of the reasons we connect. Like we're both really into smells.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that's a gay guy thing too. You guys are just like so clean.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm clean.
No,
Obviously.
you're so clean. And
but
by the
I'm
way, you
not
always
like.
smell really good. And we've been friends forever. I have never smelled your breath.
Oh, really?
Never smelled your
Okay,
breath.
good.
Ever.
Thank God.
And I'm not just saying that. Like, I've never smelled your breath.
Oh,
We couldn't be
good.
friends if you had bad breath. Like, I just, like, it would be
I had
hard.
halitosis. On airplanes, I'm all, hey, let's talk.
Well, so much of it comes from your health and how you like take care of yourself. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of times it's like people have bad breath because they have like a cavity or something.
100%, or like your gut is all fucked
Yeah.
up. Also, you know what's a game changer is tongue scraping. Do you scrape your tongue?
Yes.
Thing is awesome.
Yeah.
That I've been doing that for probably about 6 months, and I think that's awesome.